So, hi team. I am excited to be hosting this webinar, and I know that it is last minute. I mentioned yesterday that I would be doing it today in place of our team email, and I didn't do slides and all that. I just wanted to do it this way because I have so much information and excitement from this trip that I thought it would be best to just tell you all rather than type it up in an email where it kind of might have lost some of its excitement. So first, let me just do some quick announcements, and then I'll go into the awesome trip that I was just on with other leaders in the company. You probably saw me posting lots of videos and information in our coach group, but I wanted to go over some of the big things like Size, which is Shanti's new workout program that comes out in July. This is going to be awesome, like completely and utterly awesome. When Sean talked about it, like everybody was blown away. And the idea of it is that it's the end of exercise. So this is the program for people who hate exercise. This is the program where people say, oh, I just don't like it. That's because this program isn't going to feel like exercise. And he did a quick little snippet of what it will be like for Carl, and Carl had no idea what he was going to do. And Sean asked Carl for some things that he does in the day. And so the first thing Carl said was, I drink my shake. So Sean taught him a move where he put his arm out. Let me see if I can do it. And he's like, shake the shake, and like taught him these dance moves, and then like checked Facebook and like did all these moves. You can't really see me do any justice to the moves on the screen, but seriously, in 2 minutes flat, Carl was able to do a hip hop number from things that he does every day. And so it was pretty awesome to see how the moves are broken down and how easy each 8 count is to teach, and for us to learn on the video. So each routine is like broke down step by step, and he builds upon them. So like he'll do the first move, and then once you have the first move down, then he'll teach you the second move, then he'll teach you the first move and the second move together. And before you know it, you have like a whole routine down. So you're learning how to dance, you're exercising, you're getting your heart rate up. So all the people that aren't really in on exercise are all of a sudden exercising and having a good time doing it. Each workout in that program is 35 to 40 minutes. And other than that, it's 4 weeks. I'm not sure if I mentioned that. The other cool thing is he has it broken down so that if you're a beginner, or it's categorized like if you're ready to go, if you're ready for a music video, like you're over here. And so I just like the way or if you're a backup dancer, like each one has a category, and that's where you would start your dance journey with Size. The next thing is the Beachbody Performance supplements that are coming out, and those are Energize pre-workout. And then there's a Performance Hydrate for during your workout, and for those people that drink E&E during their workout, that's probably for me. Then there's the Recovery post-workout and the Recharge nighttime. And so all of these come like in a bundle, and listening to Tony Horton, who's been using it for a month, say that this stuff is amazing. He has turned down so many products that Carl has brought to him. Tony kind of tries everything, and he pretty much told us like he shot down a lot of stuff, but this stuff he is all in, and he feels like he's 35 again, and so that's a big deal. So I'm pretty there's a performance creatine that's coming out too. I don't know all the details on each particular supplement. They didn't really get into it because I think there's a lot of, like, we would have a call just on these supplements, and I'm sure they will do that. But there's also an FAQ for this. So if you want to write it down, it's 2416. So FAQ 2416, if you want details on Beachbody performance supplements, which my husband is like, we're trying these. So it sold him big time. So very, very exciting. So now that I got the announcements out of the way, let's talk Cancun. Cancun, this is my second Success Club trip. And by far, this blew the cruise out of the water. And I say that because it was, oh gosh, just the mass amount of coaches who earned this trip was astounding. And one of the things that everyone kept saying to each other, we're by the pool or, having drinks, and we look around like, who wouldn't want to be a Beachbody coach? Like, look at this. And it's so true. But let me just say this, like, it sucked a bit too. And what sucked about it was that all of you were not there with me. Looking around and seeing huge teams by the pool together, I felt lonely. So how can we fix that? Like, because all of you can do it too. And the what I'm going to tell you is my first year that I put my name on the list for the cruise was a gamble for us. I brought it to Dan and I said, hey, I'm going to put my name on this wait list. What do you think? And he said, well, how much is it? And I said, well, it could be free, or we might have to pay some money out of pocket in the end if I don't earn it all. And he said that, well, we don't have the money. And so we sat and talked about it because we didn't have any money. And after, the marital talk about, finances and what have you, we decided that we were going to go for it and that I could do it. And it put a fire under my butt to get it, right? So I got that cruise completely free. I got off the wait list and boom, I had an all expense paid trip for myself. And at that time, the kids were underage, so they were free. So it was the four of us on this trip for free. This year was my second year. So it was time to register last year. And Dan says, okay, can you do it again? And I said, we had the whole finance discussion. And we talked about that now the flight was going to be pretty pricey to get to Mexico. And I said, you're damn right I can do it again, because now I started to really believe in myself. And so, but this time I said, we're going to earn that flight. And I did. I earned the flight and the trip. The whole thing was completely free. And what that did by registering was I had to do it. It had to be free. I had to completely earn it. And so now we have another trip coming up. And I know and I believe that all of you can be on this trip with me. And if you're not on the wait list, get on it. Let's have a whole bunch of us on this trip, because I want to look around the pool and see our team rocking the pool on the Oasis of the Seas. And let me just tell you why it is important to get on this trip, because I got to meet and chat with people like Amy Silverman and just stand in line and wait for a table and just pick her brain for 5 minutes. And other Micah Folsom and her husband, and we sat at the opening reception together. Like, these people have made it, and they've made it big. And the beauty of this trip is everybody is networking and connecting and sharing what works for them while partying. So it makes it hard to describe, a little bit surreal, in an exciting way. Sorry, I just need a little sip of something. And so, but here's the thing. How did each coach on this trip, including myself, get on this trip? And how do they get to Star Diamond and 10-Star Diamond and Success Club All-Stars? And how do we do this, right? Everybody wants to know so that you all can do it too. And really what it comes down to is making this business a priority. And if I can see that there are 10 of you on right now, the 10 people on this call right now, I don't know who you are, because it's, oh, well, one of you just dumped off, so maybe you're not in. But the 9 of you, oh, you're back, maybe a web problem. The 10 of you that are on this call at this moment right now, you are all in. I posted this call. I told you yesterday that this was going to happen today. I posted this call and I said it's going to happen at 8 o'clock about an hour and a half ago. 10 of you made sure that you were on this call. And what that screams is that you guys are all in and that you guys want your business to thrive. And that's not to say that the people that grab the recording aren't in it all in either. But I know for sure that the 10 of you that are on right now are all in. And so you guys are showing up. And so when you show up to work, great, amazing things happen. And what else do you need? And you've probably heard it a million times, and it's consistency. So you have consistency in your business, you show up. So what is the consistency in your business? You work out every single day, every day. You post about it every single day on your Facebook. And I'm talking about like blowing up your Facebook, just getting on there, and sharing your workout or your eating or your shake, one thing. And you work your tail off. You work your tail off and you attend the live events. Yeah, I was at Cancun and Summit is coming up and a lot of you are attending Summit, and that is awesome. And if you can attend Summit, you know what's coming this Saturday? Super Saturday. So you need to make Saturday a priority because that's $10 or less to attend. You're going to connect with coaches just like I did in Cancun. And you're going to have training. You're going to work out with people. And you are going to show the other people that this is meaningful to you. And when people believe that this is meaningful to you, then big things happen. The next thing that after chatting with, I mean, hundreds of coaches. I mean, I think Dan was so done talking Beachbody by the time we were done because he doesn't coach full time. I run his business. And so, but he did get lots of insight from you, which was really awesome. But every single person on this trip, this is their career. And that doesn't mean that this is their full-time job because it's not for all of them. Some of them, it is now, like it is my full-time job, but everyone started working, but they treated this like a career, just like their career. And then the magic happened. And so that is, you know, even though this isn't their full-time jobs, it is their career and they treat it as such. And so one of the other things is this thing. It came up in the panel for the top 10. And I think 5 of the top 10 panel talked about the Power of Threes tracker. It is in our FBN coach files. Print it, use it. It will change your business because you're going to be writing things down. Something that I'm going to say really quick, and I think every single person on this team should either read or listen to is GoPro. I listened to it on the airplane. It's by Eric Worre. I had read it a long while back. And then this time I had listened to the audio on the airplane. blew my mind. And I am so glad that I listened to it, and I'm going to listen to it again because it is awesome. He talks about going to events, and he talks about making sure that you show up. And then it just was the perfect thing for me to listen to before going to this major event and talking to people who were telling me what they were doing in their business to make things happen, what they were doing to motivate people like you guys who may not be diamond yet. Some of you are diamond. Some of you want to be 1-star. You know, there is, where is it here? Let me tell you when the cutoffs are for that, because it's coming up. And there's a lot of you going to Summit. And it feels great to be recognized, and it will make you feel validated in your business and show people that you are practicing what you preach when you get an award or a medal or what have you at Summit. Because all diamond and above, if you hit diamond between May 21st of 2014 or through June 24th, 2015, you will get a new rank diamond, a new rank medal at Summit, and you'll wear that and with pride and be feeling really awesome. I'm pretty sure Emeralds get it too. They did last year. I'm not certain if they will this year. It didn't say, they didn't announce that part. They did just say diamond, but I wouldn't be surprised if Emeralds do too, but don't quote me on that. Then if you are a success starter, you'll get a ribbon to wear. If you, your lifetime rank ribbon, you get all kinds of like bling, if you will, just showing what you have accomplished. And so that's coming up. All the deadlines for that are coming up, and you can check that in the back office on the right-hand side. Now, for onstage recognition, I know that some of you are striving for Star Diamond rank. And I wanted to tell you all in this call because I was going to put them in our email, but obviously I was on an airplane and stuck. It was the worst flight home. I was glad to be home, but I'm really glad to be telling you all about this trip too. The last day to begin qualification, your last day to begin qualification for Star Diamond to have recognition on stage at Summit is May 20th, and you have to hold that for 6 weeks. So then you would achieve Star Diamond rank by June 24th. So that means that if you want to go to any of like the 2-star diamond and above events, you have to have held it from at least May 20th. But so many of you are so stinking close. So, and then let me just say, okay, so many of you have held this, are like so close. Like I look in the back office and you guys blow me away. You're so close to certain rank advancements that are huge in your business. They're huge for cycle bonuses and just your income like boosts like crazy. And one of the things that I learned is that every person had struggles in their business when we talked in Cancun, myself included. And we talked about the struggles that we all had, and everyone's story is so different. And quickly, I will tell you mine. I don't want to keep you all too long. I just wanted to give you some updates and make sure you were on the right path to getting to these trips too. But when I started, I don't know if y'all know this, but Hayden was really, really sick. Really sick, and kept getting into being admitted to the hospital. And so focus for me was really hard. But I never gave up, even though there were times that I wanted to. You know, life is hard. And every coach that I talked to in Cancun, even like the 15-star diamond coaches, they have life happen to them, but they don't give up on their business because it's a career. You don't just not show up to work. And so that really stuck with me from this trip. And so I'm going to leave you all with this because I just want it to be a quick call. But I wanted to leave you with a little bit of an assignment to help you grow your business in the next 30 days. For the next 30 days, I want you all to commit to posting on your Facebook. And I know it's very scary. It is so scary. And I'm not talking about posting products and sales and all that. All I want you to do is post what you're doing. So you're going to post for the next 30 days and you're going to watch your business boom. You are going to post one of the following each day. It could, just one post out of your normal posts, one of the following. It will be a post-workout selfie, an action picture of your workout, video footage of you working out. And that one was a big, scary one for me. But I'm telling you, it's awesome. And if you step out of your comfort zone and you do it, it will pay off. You can post a motivational quote, pictures of your food, pictures of your Shakeology, a selfie picture of you with your shake. You know, get creative, have fun, and show people that you are loving life and loving this new lifestyle, and they'll want to join you. The more you tell people you're doing this, the bigger and better it is. I shared a video of Amy Silverman telling us that if you aren't telling people what you're doing, what are you doing? Like, doctors don't hide that they're doctors. Lawyers don't hide that they're lawyers. And Carl has this vision that he would love that every person in the world, in the United States first, and then in Canada, and just, he talked about expanding. He wants every single person to say they have a Team Beachbody coach. And that vision can happen, but people can't be afraid to say that they are a coach. It is a real career, and it is something that you should be proud of. And you don't have to be salesy. None of these people on this trip are salesy people. The way it works is they just showed they were products of the product. The people on this trip were all shapes and sizes. There was people who were at the start of their weight loss journey. There were people who were fitter than fit, and you just are like blown away by their fitness. Both very successful coaches. So do not let anything hold you back when it comes to what you're posting. If you aren't sharing that you're a coach, start. Start now. Don't hold yourself back. Every coach that I talked to, and I kept saying it to Dan, who wouldn't want to be a Beachbody coach? Who wouldn't want this? And like pretending I have palm trees right here. It is mind-blowing. There were 3,500 people on that trip, on a free trip. And there were many other people on the wait list who earned it, and it just didn't work out that they didn't get on it. That just tells me how many more people can make this a success. And today, starting today, if you're on this webinar right now, there's 10 of you right now on this webinar. And if you have not posted today, or if you have, tag me in the comments, because I want to like your post. I want to shout out that you are working your business. You just shared with the world that you worked out today, and you are inspiring people, because what we're here for is inspiration. What we do is we inspire other people to get healthy, and we are ending the trend of obesity every single day because we are practicing what we preach. So shout it from the rooftops. And I want you to write down the list, because I'm going to say it again. The things that you, and this is just an idea list. This does not mean you have to stick to it. Come up with other ones. And if you come up with something else, share it with the team, and like, we'll all do it. So the list that I have that you, and mix it up. Don't do the same thing every day, because that gets boring. You want people, like, change it up so that you use just one of these, and then you do something else the next day. So the one is post a workout selfie. 2, action picture of your workout. So that would be you using the bands, or using a weight, or running, or whatever it is. 3 is video footage of your workout. And I know that is scary. It was very scary for me. And I'm going to tell you, I was very afraid that people would find that my form was bad or that I just wasn't perfect. And it's not about perfection. So scratch that off your list of excuses of why you're not using it. You're going to post a motivational quote, food picture, Shakeology selfie, or any other fun way that you can show people that you are living a healthy lifestyle. And you're all going to go and read GoPro because it is a life-changing book. And with that being said, that's all I have, because I could go on and on and on about the top 10 panel and Carl and the trainers and meeting the trainers. But you all saw my pictures, so I don't really need to go on and on about it. But I do want, if you aren't on the wait list for the cruise, let me tell you what the website is. I wrote it down here. I think it's SS Beachbody 2016. Pretty sure it is. I lost it. I wrote it down one of these places, but I don't have it. I will write it underneath this video, but I'm pretty sure it's ssbeachbody 2016. And then the other thing that you all should do, if you are not registered for Summit, make it happen. If you are on this webinar right now and you are serious about this business, get to Summit. There are still tickets. It is very, very important, and the coaches that went with me last year will know how important it is to get there. And they will probably share that with you, and the success in their own businesses from going. And then a no-brainer, this Saturday coming up, it's super cheap, and there's one near you. It's Super Saturday. So you can find a Super Saturday in our back office near you, and if you are not, if you don't find one near you, today is the cutoff to host your own. So step out of that comfort zone and host a Super Saturday. You can have 2 coaches or 3 coaches there, and you 3 can motivate and inspire each other. So that being said, thank you for getting on this webinar. Hopefully I didn't just bombard you with too much information, and that the information I did give you as far as qualifications for Summit and all the awesome posts we're going to see from our team in the next 30 days are going to inspire you and grow your business, because every single coach on this team deserves to be on that stage. And every single coach on this team, especially the 10, I'm going to shout it out again. And if you are on this webinar right now, go into this. I'm going to post and say, were you on this call? And I want to know who the 10 are. I want to know who you are, because you 10 are going places and are showing up, and I want to know. So that being said, good night. And I'm going to go post right now. So I will talk to y'all later. And thanks again for getting on the call. Summit, Super Saturday. Register for the cruise. Get on that wait list. And bam, go read GoPro. Have an awesome night.